What's up, you guys? It's Ron here with another stimulus update, as well as third and fourth stimulus check update. Lots of new updates on stimulus checks, stimulus packages, and President Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan, as well as new information about a fourth stimulus check in the fourth stimulus package, which is also being called the infrastructure package. And in this video, I'm going to be providing you guys with the latest on stimulus checks, and more specifically, SSI and Social Security stimulus check updates, as well as the updates on the new stimulus bill that lawmakers are actively trying to pass. So we'll be covering all of this plus details on the coming fourth stimulus package, so you don't want to miss out on any of this. So make sure you guys watch until the end. And also, please give this video a like. That really definitely helps me out. And I'd like to say welcome back to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And for those who are brand new to the channel, my name is Ron. We cover all things personal finance, investing, how to generate multiple streams of income, and of course, stimulus check updates and stimulus package updates. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell. That way you know as soon as I release new videos and content. And US health experts say that Europe's spike in new infections and hospitalizations should be a warning against dropping safeguards early. Now, as lockdowns are taking place in Europe and France specifically, here in the US, many states, many cities, in fact, probably the majority of states and cities are actively reopening right now. In fact, it says here that optimism is spreading in the US as COVID-19 deaths plummet and states ease restrictions and open vaccines to younger adults. But across Europe, dread is setting in with another wave of infections, which are closing schools and cafes and bringing new lockdowns. And it's been said in this report here, it says that the pandemic's diverging paths on the two continents can be linked in part to a much faster vaccine rollout in the US and greater spread of contagious variants in Europe. Health experts in the US, though, say that what's happening in Europe should serve as a warning against dropping safeguards too early, as many of the same variants are already spreading in the US at lower levels. So essentially what they're saying here is that the same variants of the mutated virus strand are already here in the US, so basically we need to be a lot more careful. It says here that Italy closed most of its classrooms at the beginning of this week and expanded areas where restaurants and cafes can do only takeout or delivery. The country's health experts say that they are seeing an increasing number of patients who are middle-aged and younger. Now, this is one of the first times that we're hearing that this virus is actually impacting younger and younger age groups. So this is something to watch here. And it's been said that the biggest campaign in history is currently underway. More than 468 million doses have already been administered across 135 countries, according to data collected by Bloomberg. Just to give it some perspective here we are on the map here in the United States. We've got 128 million doses that have already been given, and that's approximately 19.7% of our population's coverage. Now, if we compare that to France, France is sitting at 8.8 million doses compared to the US's 128 million doses, right? But if you also look at the percentage of coverage, they've only gotten 6.8% of their population vaccinated compared to the United States sitting at 19.7%. And so I just wanted to point out to my audience here that we're definitely not out of the woods yet, and this is exactly why the argument for additional stimulus is being made. Now, I would like to address the biggest elephant in the room right now, which is the fact that the third stimulus checks have already started going out. And many people who are receiving them are getting them through direct deposits into their bank accounts, and paper checks have started going out, and many people are also receiving those as well. However, there are still millions of Americans that have yet to receive any form of stimulus checks in their hands or in their bank accounts. And in fact, some people are wondering and they're waiting for their second stimulus check. Their freaking second stimulus check. I read the comments each and every single day, guys, and many people have already told me that when they log into the IRS website, many people are not even able to, get an estimate on when their stimulus payment's going to come. But the good news is that there are several lawmakers that are currently pushing for a fourth stimulus check to be coming either as a standalone bill or as a provision within the next stimulus package, most likely within the Build Back Better plan, also known as the infrastructure package. Some people are calling this the fourth stimulus package. Now, before we go into the latest on the fourth stimulus check updates, I want to let you guys know that I totally understand the frustration and the financial strain that a lot of people are currently feeling right now. But I definitely want to let you guys know that if you're still waiting on your first or your second stimulus check, then it's highly advised that you go ahead and file your taxes to be able to claim the stimulus money that you never received. Now, the reason why I say that is that it's very unlikely at this point in time that the IRS is still actively sending out stimulus checks for the first and second stimulus. So the most viable option at this point is to go ahead and file your taxes to be able to obtain your first or your second stimulus checks at this point. Now, of course, this is not tax advice, but keep in mind, if you have not gotten your $1,400 stimulus check, I would not worry just yet, as direct deposits only just started going out as of March 17th. And the IRS has confirmed that not only are the $1,400 direct deposits still going out, but the $1,400 paper checks are also currently going out in batches. So again, if you're waiting on your $1,400 stimulus check, I hate to say it, but you just have to kind of be patient at this point. And I definitely understand your frustration, especially for those who receive government benefits like those on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, and railroad retirement benefits. It doesn't make a lot of sense that these groups of people would have to wait the longest, especially when they're already in the system and currently receiving regular payments from the government already. It's like, why should this group of people who are already on a fixed income and very vulnerable have to wait maybe longer than the average person? But the good news is that we have received reports that those of you who receive federal benefits through SSI or Social Security Disability Insurance, aka SSDI, via the Direct Express can expect to receive payments as of this week. But again, these payments are still going out in batches, so definitely keep that in mind. Also, I want to address the comments in my previous video asking for an IRS phone number. So first of all, if you get an IRS phone number, make sure you're getting it from the actual legitimate official IRS website. And I also want to let you guys know that number one, it's very difficult to kind of get the IRS on the phone right now. And I also want you guys to know that the same information that they're able to provide you with over the phone is the same information that's currently accessible on their website. And you can get that information from the website a whole lot faster. And I'm not trying to show any sympathy toward the IRS, but I do understand that they are overwhelmed with phone calls and mountains of, incoming tax filings for 2019 and even 2020 at this point. So, basically, in order for you guys to get the information that you need about your $1,400 stimulus check, your best bet is to kind of like jump on the IRS website, hit the Get My Payment tool, put your information in it, and it's going to tell you, when you can expect to receive your stimulus check. And there will be various dates available. So, the way this works is, if you're actually receiving a direct deposit payment, then the date that it gives you, that's going to be the date that you're going to actually receive the direct deposit. However, if you're expecting to receive a paper check, then the date that they provide you will actually be the date that the check is actually scheduled to go out. So, and pretty much the same thing goes for the debit cards. The date that's provided for debit cards that's on the Get My Payment tool website will be the date that the debit cards are scheduled to go out to you. And of course, I'm saying $1,400 stimulus checks, but the majority of you guys will actually be receiving much larger stimulus checks because it's $1,400 for adults plus your spouse if you're married and you're filing jointly, plus $1,400 for each of your dependents. So this stimulus check that's coming your way could very likely be way bigger than $1,400. And when you're going to check your status on everything, make sure you're on the official IRS website. A lot of scams going on. And I just want to kind of point out, just a quick public service announcement. And I've mentioned this previously in, past videos. There are multiple accounts being created, fake accounts, and they're pretending to be Ron Yates and they're not Ron Yates. And you can verify this because you can see that, there's multiple comments down there. It looks like my profile picture. It says Ron Yates, but it's not Ron Yates. They're trying to get you to call WhatsApp, call their broker, call their accountant. They're trying to get you to trade cryptocurrency with these guys. First of all, I would never tell you to call my broker. I would never tell you to call me on WhatsApp. I just wanted to kind of just point this out that this is totally a scam. Don't be scammed by those guys in the comments. If you want to know it's me, number one, you're going to see a check next to my name. That means I'm verified. It's the official Ron Yates. Number two, if I happen to like your comment, I'm the owner of this channel. So, I'm the only one that's able to do that. So a fake scammer is not going to be able to do that. So I just wanted to bring this up. There's so many different scams going on. And, I can't tell you how many times I've banned these people. I probably ban them several times a day, and they just keep creating these new fake accounts, and I keep banning them and reporting them to YouTube. But it's such a big problem, and I've seen it on a number of other YouTube channels. So I just wanted to kind of point it out. It is definitely a scam going on, but there is a way for you to know if it's legitimately me or not whenever you see a response from me. And also, we've built such a great community here. If you guys see any of these fake scammer or these fake Ron Yates accounts, I mean, literally, they steal my picture and everything. So it looks like it's me, but it's really not. But I would just like to ask you guys, whenever you see these fake comments, just call them out, comment back, reply back to them, and literally just in the comments, just say, hey, you're not the real Ron. That way other people in our community don't get scammed. But anyway, I just want to put that out there, but let's just get back into the stimulus. Now, as for the fourth stimulus package, it has been confirmed that White House officials are actively working to present President Biden with, a roughly $3 trillion infrastructure package, which includes jobs and a recovery. Now, this package will be in alignment with President Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan. Now, reports are indicating that Democrats are actively preparing multiple different stimulus bills that include forms of additional stimulus payments to the American people, as it has already been confirmed by economists that even with improvement in unemployment rates, the lower income earning Americans will face the greatest difficulty in terms of being able to re-enter the job market. And this additional expected difficulty has been indicated by economists and is the foundation behind the Democrats' preparation for additional stimulus bills to come to the aid and to the financial assistance of low to middle income earners. Now, we've already heard about stimulus payments of around $2,000 per month being supported by many different senators. In fact, 10 Democratic senators prepared a letter to President Joe Biden to include recurring stimulus checks in the coming fourth stimulus package. And the letter says, as you prepare your Build Back Better plan, the fourth stimulus package for long-term economic recovery, know that we are ready to work with you in support of recurring direct checks. So that's right, guys. These senators include Senator Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders. They both want recurring stimulus checks to be included in the Build Back Better plan that is currently being discussed by Congress. So basically right now, the proposal aims to be able to invest in the nation's energy grid, transportation, broadband, and even water systems. And if we're lucky, we're going to see stimulus checks in this package as well. Now, that's 10 senators and more than 50 House representatives already pushing for this. So I'm just going to keep my eye on this and see how it develops. And I'm also reading some articles that even if we might not see the fourth stimulus check, we might actually see other forms of stimulus inside this Build Back Better plan, like through the minimum wage hike, additional extensions of the child tax credit boost, additional extensions and continuation of the federal unemployment insurance benefits, perhaps the $15,000 home buyer credit that we've been hearing so much about. We may even be seeing anywhere between $10,000 and $50,000 in federal student loans being forgiven. So a lot of details have yet to be revealed out of this fourth stimulus package, but you can be sure that I will stay on top of it. In fact, Janet Yellen and Fed Chair Jerome Powell, they praise stimulus but warn that more needs to be done. In fact, in this article, it says the two most powerful economic authorities in America told lawmakers that although the U.S. economy is on the mend, thanks to several rounds of stimulus, there's more work to be done. It says here that Janet Yellen, the current Treasury Secretary, and Jerome Powell, who succeeded Janet Yellen as the Federal Reserve Chair during the Trump administration, effectively, Janet Yellen, she replaced Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, each stressed in prepared remarks that the economic pain caused by the COVID-19 pandemic would have been worse if not for the quick moves in 2020 by Congress and the Fed. And so both of these economic authorities are essentially saying, hey, pats on the back and well done on the stimulus packages. However, they're saying more needs to be done. And so they're hinting toward this fourth stimulus package. And according to Jerome Powell, he said, while the economic fallout has been real and widespread, the worst was avoided by swift and vigorous action. But he also emphasized that the recovery is far from complete. So at the Fed, we will continue to provide the economy the support that it needs as long as it takes. So according to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, as well as Fed Chair Jerome Powell, there is a lot more economic stimulus to be expected. So still a lot to look forward to in this fourth stimulus package. So, this is exactly why I highly recommend that you guys subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell. That way, I can always keep you guys posted on all the exciting news and the latest updates, the most accurate updates when it comes to stimulus. So, as long as you guys keep watching these videos, I'll keep making them and keeping you guys up to date and in the loop so that you don't have to watch, or read through 20 hours of boring content like I do every single day, and I'll just summarize it for you so that you can be up to speed and remain up to speed. But anyway, guys, I hope that you guys got some value out of this video. If you made it this far, do me a favor and tap the like button. I would really appreciate your support. And again, go ahead and tap the subscribe button, join the family, and share this video on Twitter with your friends and family. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.